my hero. You will show me what I gotta do. Made up my mind, wanna be like you. Don't care what every people say. I know I'll resurface you. I know I will.
Welcome to Kendo 101. For this lesson, we'll be going over the Kendo vs Striker Deku matchup, covering his alpha, beta, and gamma, listing various ways on how to deal with them and to potentially win this matchup. During this lesson, I will be using the same terms I used during my Kendo guide. Starting us off, Deku's alpha. Deku's alpha is a short-range spread shot that increases in distance as he aims in. Blocking this attack is fairly easy compared to the following quirks we have coming up. When it comes to the neutral range fight, Kendo outranges him, forcing him to have to aim in order to contest against her. Next up, Deku's beta. Deku's beta is an AoE stomp that causes a shockwave when he slams the ground. Blocking this attack can prove to be fairly tricky. If you're just outside of one another's mid-range, then you'll be able to block Deku's beta just fine. If you're within that range though, then you'll find yourself still getting hit, even if you block the attack, since the shockwave still happens above Kendo's head. If you're even closer, then Deku will just end up jumping past you, hitting you from behind your shield. So the things to keep in mind is to try to avoid being within that close range if he still has his beta, unless of course you're willing to trade with gamma. While within mid-range, then be ready to parry backwards or alpha counter with gamma. If you're just outside of that mid-range, then you're free to parry, alpha counter, or of course block normally. Lastly, Deku's gamma. Deku's gamma is an attack that slams the ground, allowing him to lift rocks from underneath. Blocking this attack is very similar to how you go about blocking his beta. The important thing to note about this, however, is to note that his gamma can be cancelled from his beta when grounded. What this means is that Deku is able to use the movement and the momentum from his beta in order to get closer to you, and then when he's within range, cancelling it into gamma, to avoid his beta from potentially getting staggered, whilst still hitting you with his gamma. Overall, when you're confronted with having to face Striker Deku, you'll want to be extremely wary of his beta and his gamma. As long as you're able to land your hits when engaging with him mid-range, a lot of your damage will be coming from your alpha. If you're looking forward to landing melee attacks, you may have a tougher time with combating Deku's close-range combat capabilities.
My hero. You will show me what I gotta do. Made up my mind, wanna be like you. Don't care what every people say. I know I'll resurface you. I know I'll